What if the unthinkable is actually true? What if those so-called conspiracy theories are not just theories after all? These questions, my friends, lurk in the shadows of our reality, whispering possibilities that are far from ordinary. In our world today, we're often quick to label ideas that challenge our preconceived notions as conspiracy theories. The mainstream media, with its broad reach and significant influence, has a knack for painting these theories as outrageous, ridiculous, or just plain nonsensical. But let's venture into the darkness, shall we? What if I told you that many of these so-called conspiracy theories have been proven true over time? Intriguing, isn't it? These theories, once regarded as the insane ramblings of a few, have found their way into the realm of reality. Consider the brave whistleblowers and diligent researchers who've spent countless hours connecting the dots, only to be met with ridicule and dismissal. Their stories, their discoveries often shunned, until the day comes when the truth can no longer be hidden. They are the unsung heroes in a world quick to judge, quick to dismiss, but slow to accept. Now, I'm not saying that every conspiracy theory holds water, but some do. Some are more than just theories. They are realities, hidden under layers of misinformation and disbelief. So the question we need to ask ourselves is, are we ready to face the truth? Remember the global pandemic that sent shivers down the spine of the world? Could it be possible that it was not a natural occurrence but a lab leak? Let's descend into the depths of the COVID-19 lab leak theory, a narrative that was initially dismissed as a fringe conspiracy theory, but later gained credibility, transforming from a low murmur in the dark corners of the internet to a potential explanation for the world's worst health crisis in over a century. This theory suggests that the virus responsible for the global pandemic, rather than springing up naturally, had escaped from a high-security virology lab. Sounds like something out of a dystopian novel, right? But when you look closer, it's not as far-fetched as it seems. Initially, those who dared to propose this theory were met with ridicule and disbelief. However, as time passed, the dismissal transformed into consideration, then into serious debate. The idea that the virus could have accidentally leaked from a lab, specifically the Wuhan Institute of Virology in China, became a plausible explanation that scientists and researchers around the globe started to entertain. Imagine the implications of this theory being true. It would mean that the catastrophe that brought our world to its knees wasn't a natural disaster, but a man-made one. It would raise questions about the safety of scientific research and the extent to which we can control our own creations. It would force us to rethink our understanding of the pandemic, its origins, and its implications for our future. If this theory holds, it changes everything we know about the pandemic, doesn't it? What if the vaccines we trust to protect us might be causing harm we're not even aware of? A chilling thought, isn't it? Now, let's talk about a theory that was initially met with scoffs and dismissals. The idea that the vaccines, our supposed shield against the COVID-19 virus, could potentially have serious side effects. It was a notion that was quickly dismissed as fear-mongering or anti-science rhetoric. However, as time went by, more evidence began to emerge, casting a shadow of doubt on the infallibility of these vaccines. Reports of adverse effects began to surface. A sudden onset of heart inflammation in young recipients, neurological disorders, and even unexplained deaths following vaccination. These incidents were initially brushed off as mere coincidences or unrelated health conditions. In fact, those who dared to connect the dots were often labeled as conspiracy theorists. Yet, as more and more reports surfaced, it became impossible to ignore the pattern. What if this theory were true? It would mean that the very entities we trust to safeguard our well-being might have been willfully ignoring the potential dangers of these vaccines. It would mean that the truth was twisted, manipulated, and even hidden to protect the narrative. This theory doesn't undermine the importance of vaccines. They've been a crucial tool in combating various diseases throughout history. But it does raise questions about transparency, about the power of pharmaceutical companies, and the potential for manipulation in the name of public health. It makes you wonder, what else is being kept from us? The assassination of John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, a tragic event shrouded in darkness. But was it really the act of a lone gunman? The enigma surrounding this event has given birth to countless conspiracy theories, each more intriguing and eerie than the last. Let's delve a bit deeper into the shadows. The official version of events tells us that Lee Harvey Oswald, a former US Marine, acted alone in assassinating Kennedy from a sixth-floor window of the Texas School Book Depository. He was later captured, only to be shot dead by nightclub owner Jack Ruby, further shrouding the event in mystery. However, numerous conspiracy theories suggest a more complicated plot. Some believe that there were multiple shooters involved, pointing to discrepancies in the autopsy reports and the trajectory of the fatal bullet. Others subscribe to the theory of a massive cover-up, implicating various groups, including the CIA, the Mafia, and even elements within the US government. They argue that Oswald was merely a scapegoat, a patsy set up to take the fall for a crime orchestrated by powerful entities operating behind the scenes. In fact, the House Select Committee on Assassinations concluded in the late 1970s that JFK's assassination was likely the result of a conspiracy. However, they couldn't definitively identify who else may have been involved. So, the mystery remains. What really happened on that fateful day in Dallas?